and welcome back to my studio. We're going to have a little bit more resin fun. I want to play with those trinket boxes. So let me bring you down. I'll show you what we're going to do. Then we'll have to pause while I mix up the resin and we'll get started. Okay, these are my 3 different trinket boxes and I've got something different for each one. So in my heart box, I've picked out some flowers that I'm going to put here on the bottom. And I've picked out some really pretty purple foil that I'm going to mix into the resin. That'll go down the sides and into the lid. Then for box number 2, my hexagon, I've got these really cute blue and green flakes that I'm going to mix into the resin for that box. And then for my 4th, my square box, I have these cute little corner pieces, and I'm going to put 1 in each corner and gold flakes in the resin. Now I may add a little tiny bit of purple dye to this one and a little tiny bit of blue dye to this one. Not sure if I'm going to add dye to this one, might not, just to give a little color to our resin. But we'll use the alcohol inks so that it's a very transparent color. Now I'm going to move all this to the side, mix up my resin. Now this time I'm going to make sure that I heat up my resin nicely on my heat mat before I pour it in so I don't get as many bubbles. So I'll be back. Okay, now my resin is all mixed up. I'm going to divvy up my resin into 3 separate cups, saving a little clear aside in case one needs more than the rest. I don't know what each one's going to use. We're going to start with the heart mold. And for that one, we're going to use the Piccassio Violet alcohol ink. And we're going to use our purple foil flakes. And then once this is in, we'll be adding some dried flowers. Okay, next up is our hexagon box. This is going to use our Turquoise Piccassio ink, and it is going to have 2 different types of glitters. There is a green glitter and there is a blue flake. We're going to put those in and mix it all up and get that box going. And now we're on to the 3rd box, and this one is going to have our lemon Piccassio ink and our gold foil flakes. And I also have those little metal corner pieces that are going to go in the bottom of the trinket box. Now, to help prevent bubbles, I am going to spray all of them with some 99% isopropyl alcohol. Now I have a little leftover resin, so we're going to pull out some more molds. I'm going to do a bookmark and a dragon, and off camera I had a tiny bit left, so I threw it in a pendant mold. Okay, we're ready to turn on the heat mat, I think, and put the dome on and come back in a couple hours. Okay, everyone, now these spent 2 hours with the mat on, an additional half an hour under the dome with the mat cooling down, and then I just let them sit overnight because it was late and I didn't feel like unmolding them last night. So let's unmold these. We'll start with this one. This is the lid for our box. I'm just going to pull these out one at a time. So the lids are very simple. And this is the first of our boxes. And I still do have bubbles. Well, actually that's not a bubble, that's the glitter. So the problem with larger glitter is it may leave you a little bit rough here. Right. Y'all seen them late last night go out and shake that thing. They went out and shake that thing. So cute. Make it loose everywhere. And it just pops. Oh, look at that. So that is box number 1. Huh. The lid doesn't really fit the box. What if I did the mold wrong? I have to research that. I might have done the mold wrong for the lid. I don't think so. Yes, I did it upside down. I might have done that with all of them. I should have put the mold into that side and not this side. What if I did that on all of them? And all my lids are wrong. Yep, I did all my lids upside down. I'm supposed to put it in this side. Alright, so all my lids are going to be wrong. But it sits there. It's not right. It's from the wrong side of the mold. Alright, live and learn. Wrong side of the mold on the lids. I'll redo the lids. That's easy enough. I should have realized that because the shinier side of the mold was the other side. Still worked, but it's not going to fit on the box the way it's supposed to. but the boxes came out. Oh, look at that one. I said, baby, just hold on. And again, my lid is going to be upside down, so it's not going to work right. Put my mold back together. Ooh. Can't believe I had these all laying upside down and I just poured into them. I wondered why they didn't seem to look right. I didn't look carefully enough and I laid them on the table upside down. So they're shiny on the top, but they don't really work as lids because we'll make them the other direction and see what happens. They're all going to be because they're dull instead of glossy and they're not quite fitting right. Alright, last box. This is the one that has my little corners in it. It does not look pretty from the inside though. Look at those little corners. And again, made my lid upside down. So if it sits on top like that, it's not right. Alright, my bookmark. That's a pretty little bookmark. My pendant. That's pretty. And finally my dragon. He has very thin wings. Be really careful with him. Get his tail out. Ooh. Alright, so I'm going to remake all my lids and we'll see what they look like made the right way. Hold on. Okay, now I'm going to remake all of the lids since I had all the molds upside down and didn't notice it and filled the wrong side last time. I'm also going to add a flower to the heart one and some little stars to the square one. Okay, we're going to unmold quickly these new lids. See, much better. Oh yeah, see, there's lid for box number 1. Oh, I had a huge air bubble on that one in the corner that I missed. So that one's going to have to be redone. There we go. Put the flower in it to fit perfectly on that one. So they all with their little lids. Yeah, we got to remake this one again because of the air bubble. All right, I'm gonna let those sit for a little while, and then I'll give you some final results. Okay, everyone, we have the final dry and done results. This one took a lot of trouble. So let's go through these boxes. So the first box is our blue hexagon box, which came out really pretty. Now on this one, the glitter was a little heavier than the foil. So some of it did sink up to this top edge. You can see this top edge is full of glitter. So the sides do not have as much glitter as the bottom and the top edge. But it still came out pretty, and the lid is gorgeous. So we'll put that one back. Next we have the heart box, which I'm really pleased with. So the lid, you can see the flower floating in it with the foil. And there's some flowers in the bottom of the box. And on this one, we got great distribution of the foil all around. Really pleased with that. And we'll put that one back. Now here's the one that caused me the most trouble, guys. This is the final. This is my try number 3 on the lid. And look, perfect corners. And you can see inside there, I put a couple little stars. There's one, there's another, there's 3 of them. And then the box has those pretty little metal corners in it. And we also got some really nice distribution with the foil. The foil doesn't tend to sink as badly, though I should have put a little more, I think, in this one, or at least in the bottom. But still very happy with that. Now, when I say this one was the one with the most trouble, so when the first attempt at making the lid the correct way, I got huge air bubbles all over the place. It was quite the mess. So that made that unusable. And that happened because when I was using the mold, you pour it in and the resin goes under this lip here. And if you're not careful and you don't make sure you've cleared out all the air that gets trapped under there, you're going to have huge bubbles. Now the other problem I had, of course, with all the boxes that you saw was that I laid them on the table upside down and didn't realize it. And you can actually make a lid of sorts from the bottom of this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all those wrong lids I made. But be really careful when you use those so you don't get all those air bubbles. But I did remake it. And we have our little extras we made with our leftovers from all the rounds. We have, from round 1, we have the bookmark and the little pendant, which I think that's really cute. And then from round 1 we have, I'm pretty sure he was made round 1. And this guy was made, and I remade the lids. So it was a lot of fun. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. Have a wonderful week, everyone.